Hey everybody, this is Chef John. Welcome to the Healthy Families, Healthy Futures Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a couple of really awesome dishes. We're going to cook with some salmon today. We haven't done a lot of fish in our recipes at Healthy Futures, but it's an excellent dish, and I'm really excited to put it together for you. Salmon is one of those things that you really want to try to get the kids eating early, and that way they get used to having fish in their diet. Really a good source of fat, omega-3s, really a great way to eat the healthiest. Fried fish or fish sticks, not always going to be your best bet. So this is really one of the great ways to get fish in your diet. We're going to cook this fish very plain, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. Salmon does have a distinct flavor. Does kind of taste fishy, if you will, a little oily, but it is really tasty if it's cooked well. We're not going to do a whole lot with it today. We're just going to put a little olive oil, a little herb, some lemon, and we're going to pop it in the oven. After that, we're going to make a really great salsa to go over the top. So what I like to do with my salmon is I like to cook it as plain as possible. Occasionally I'll do a soy or a teriyaki glaze on it, but most of the time I just cook it plain and then add things to it. You can add a mango salsa, you could add tomatoes, you could add, if you wanted to go Mediterranean, you could do things like black olives and some tapenade, but we're going to do this really very plain, and then you can dress it up. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is get our fish in, and I'm using just a sockeye, wild-caught sockeye salmon. Really pretty pieces, very red, very nice in color. Unfortunately, my pieces are not the same width, as you can see. This one is a little bit deeper than that one, thicker than that one, but that's okay. We're going to make it work anyway. And I've put it on a sheet pan with some foil, and I'm going to mix up something just to spread on it. I have a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil in here, and we're just going to add some Italian seasoning. It's about a teaspoon, a little salt and pepper, about a half a teaspoon of salt, about a pinch of pepper, and some garlic. And that's about two cloves of garlic chopped. And I'm going to whisk this all together. I'm just going to spread that over a salmon. Make sure I get it good and covered. I'm also going to add some lemon juice. That'll help break down some of the skin on the salmon. Okay, so we've got that going. I'm going to whisk that some more and get all that really nice and incorporated. If I wanted to do this more as a Mediterranean style, I could use dill instead of Italian seasoning and oregano, and then I would, that would be really nice to go on here. So all I'm going to do now is just kind of spread this on the salmon, and I want to make sure I just get it really good on the sides and on the top. Now my salmon does have the skin, as you can see there. You don't have to eat the skin. I don't like eating the skin. If you're going to eat the skin, try to crisp it up, like maybe pan fry it, or pan roast it. That's one way to do it. I'm just not a big fan of that skin, so I don't really ever eat it. So, but you're welcome to if you like it that way. And I'm going to make sure I'm getting this marinade or this dressing around on all four sides of my salmon. I'm going to top each piece with a slice of lemon to bring out the flavor. Like I said, if you were doing this for a large group, you just do the same thing, just use a bigger pan. This is I think I said this is a wild-caught sockeye salmon. Be careful of your farm-raised salmons. Just kind of know where they came from. Wild caught's always going to be your best, just like fresh is always going to be better than canned when we're talking about vegetables. Okay, that's really all we got to do to it. I'm not doing a whole lot more to it, because I'm going to let my salsa do the talking. I'm just going to put a piece of lemon over each one of these. And there we have it. We're just going to pop this in the oven about 400 degrees for about 15, 16 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll plate these up, and then we'll do our salsa. So we're back now. We've got our salmon in the oven. We're going to make up our salsa now. We're going to start with, grab a bowl. So this is really very easy. Again, another great recipe to do, especially in the summertime. I took a watermelon and I cubed it down to just little cubes, about like that. It doesn't take a lot. And that's about a quarter of a watermelon. Obviously, you could make more if you wanted to. And then I took about a quarter, this is about a quarter cup of green onion. Again, if you need to get something done quickly, this is a great way to do it. I'm not adding any more onions to this. I think I'm just going to let it go just like this. It does. The recipe actually calls for more onion, maybe a red onion or something like that. But I think I'm going to let it go just like this. And then about a tablespoon of chopped cilantro. You know me, I like my cilantro. Again, any ingredient in these recipes that you don't like or don't want to use, you know, that's fine. Just don't use them. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of vinegar. And I'm using rice wine vinegar. You could use apple cider vinegar. And about another half a teaspoon of cumin. And we'll stir this up. And believe it or not, that's it. And we're going to spread this on our salmon when our salmon's done. And we'll be good to go. Really pretty. We'll plate all this up. And if you watched our succotash demonstration and recipe, we're going to plate all that together. So you come back in just a few minutes and we'll do all our plate ups. So we've taken our salmon out of the oven. And these are really pretty. They came out really nice. You want to try to get that just nice and flaky, just so it flakes off like that. It looks really good all the way through. So we're going to plate this up, and I'm just going to put one of the pieces right here on a plate, like so. And then we're going to add right over the top a little of the watermelon salsa. This kind of in our way. Really pretty, really vibrant. And then we're going to add a little bit of our succotash right alongside there. So that's a nice dinner or lunch item. We can also add, just for fun, a couple of the cauliflower tots that we made as well. So there we have it. A nice oven roasted salmon with a beautiful, beautiful watermelon salsa. Great flavors there. Our succotash made with tomatoes, green beans, peppers, onions, and then a couple little, just for nosh, our cauliflower tots. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you'll make this recipe really easy. You can make a lot of it or a little bit, depending on how many people you have to serve. And it's just a really healthy, fresh way to get nice fish and vegetables into the diet. Until next time, I'm Chef John. Have a great day.